Alright, good morning. We're starting off the Lake Havasu, or I should say Southwest Kayaks Fishing Open here at Lake Havasu. It's Sunday morning. What is it, September, is it 2nd? 3rd? 2nd, I think. So, just now launching, a little after 7. Getting ready to see if we can find some fish today. So, stay tuned. Well, going out to the river channel, didn't really see any fish. Worked around this big, very long point. Not really seeing much. So, gonna have to keep moving. Haven't seen anything exciting yet, but we're gonna keep trying. It is 8:07, so we're an hour into it. No fish, guys. Still no fish. Don't know where they're at. It's a little windy. It's pushing us around. Gone out sort of deep, haven't seen anything. Tossed a little shallow, haven't seen anything. I'm gonna try this Cinco by these reeds over here, staying pretty far away because the water's pretty clear. So I don't know where they went. Guess I should have pre-fished. They may have all went to deeper water. Haven't figured out what they're relating to yet, and I haven't seen any really bait fish, which is really bumming me out. Yeah. It is what it is. Keep looking, keep trying. I do know one thing, they're in the water. Well, as soon as I kept the camera off, I found a fish. Not really the quality we're looking for, but we found the fish. Woo! No 6-pounder, maybe a 6-incher. Oh. Well, it's a fish. Fat little guy though. Chubby. Wonder what he's been eating. I can't tell. Don't see anything hanging out, even though that stomach is huge. Let's see if it even measures 6 inches. Maybe if I hold it like this. Yeah, huge. Well, I think we found the small ones. Or is it this? No, that's not the same guy. They're getting smaller. Oh man. Ugh, maybe there's some bigger ones in here. I sure hope so. It's kind of embarrassing. Hey, so here is a lesson learned recap. So as you can see from this clip, I started pitching a bigger worm to try to catch some bigger fish. The technique did work. Unfortunately, the equipment I was using wasn't really the correct equipment for that area. So I was tossing the big power worm on a Texas rig, kind of dropping it in the pockets next to some of the really sparse, or dense grass and reeds. And I got bit. But the problem was, in certain scenarios, is the fish got hung up, and I didn't have the power rod and the braid necessary to actually pull them out and get them out of there fast enough. So, definitely a lesson learned. It is what it is. It was still fun, but yeah, cost me, you know, a couple fish that probably would have helped in the tournament. But you know, it is what it is. Lesson learned. So use the right tool for the job. Take care.
All right, so it's about 9 o'clock. A few hours left, 3 hours left. Here's the situation. Got 2 in the boat, but these 2 fish are about the size of 1 fish. I got a, what is it, 8.5 and like a 6.5 or 6 1/4. Pretty embarrassing. I don't know, 14.5 inches right now between 2 fish. I'm not even sure if the second fish is going to be legal because it was smaller than 8 inches, so I laid the mouth basically in front of the 8-inch line instead of the bump board because it wouldn't have told how many inches it was. So I basically laid it from 8 to 14 and something. But hey, it's 2 fish, whatever, you know. So for right now, I'm gonna keep beating reeds and see what happens. Stay tuned. Alright, so I got my 3 fish, working those reeds in the shallows, but they're all freaking super tiny. Like I said, I don't even know if that one's going to be legal. And if there's a 12-inch minimum, I'm screwed. So I'm going to move on now and see if I can find some other fish. It's 9:37, 2.5 hours, a little bit less than 2.5 hours to go, so the wind is still coming, moving us around. I am so thankful I have the anchor wizard. Without that, well, I wouldn't be screwed, but it would definitely be a lot less convenient. And there's a helicopter. All right, so to be continued. There's the bite again. Got you that time. There you go. Oh, you did. Oh, you're on the grass. Shit. Right in the grass. Oh, that was a good one. You went in the grass. It's buried in there. This fish, I think. Oh, no, please get out of the grass. Light line. Get it in there. What to do? Can't see it. Thought I lost this big girl. She took me into a big pile of grass. Oh, okay. Whew. That's a nice one. That's what we came here for. That's what we came here for. Put you back in the water. There we go. That's what we came here for. Alright. You relax. Because I need to relax. Big healthy fish. Yeah. Thank you, girl. See you later. Yes. All right. Recap of the event. So it was an impromptu visit. Went out to Lake Havasu to fish that kayak fishing open. It was great to see old friends, new friends. The bite was tough. I kind of knew that when I launched, when I talked to the locals, and they said, it's been brutal, it's been tough. So knowing that, I took pictures of every fish I landed. Normally if it's under 12 inches, I would just chunk it back, wouldn't bother. But being a local event, they didn't have a size limit. I took pictures of every fish I caught. And it did become important because a lot of people struggle to catch fish, get a limit. So my top 3 fish was enough to get me second place. So those small fish turned out to be valuable. The one nice fish I caught, the 18 1/4, turned out to be valuable too, and was, netted me the Big Fish Award for the tournament. So that's awesome. Very happy about that. Congratulations to Lance for first place. During a tough day, he was able to secure 3 decent bites, and yeah, he did it. So hats off to you, my man. Good job. Other things that I remember about the tournament, lessons learned. Clearly, if I'd known if I was going to be fishing that slop, would have brought a heavy rod, some braid, high-speed reel. That would have been important, fishing that. I did lose a couple fish in there because of getting hung up in the vegetation. One I'm not sure the size of. One I'm pretty sure would have definitely helped me in the tournament. Maybe could have pushed me over the top into first place, but that's how it goes. I mean, that's fishing. Things that worked out really well, of course, the Hobie with the Mirage Drive, that was pivotal in getting me to spots, keeping me on spots, especially in those windy conditions. And the other pivotal tool, or very important tool that I also had to deal with the wind, was the anchor wizard. Being able to quickly deploy my anchor, quickly reel it up to make fine adjustments on moving, was again pivotal. It made fishing easier in certain areas, and this has been the second tournament now that anchor wizard has played an important role for me. So on windy days, so very happy with that tool. So, but hey, that's a recap. It was a fun time. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. Any suggestions, all that good stuff. But hey, until the next adventure, take care and be safe out there.